Okay, Excel, Chapter 2B, page 393. Start by opening Excel, and let's go to Open Other Workbooks. We're going to go to our computer, and we're going to go to Student Data Files, and we're going to go ahead and grab 2B Weekly Sales Files. Again, this is wherever you put this. I save mine in this certain spot, so I have some shortcuts set up, and we're going to open it. Okay, we're also going to immediately go and save it, because we want to give it our name, Save As. And we're going to choose, I have mine saved as a shortcut, or recent folders, and we're going to give this the name of your last name and your first name to be weekly sales, and hit save. Okay, and this is for the first time we have two tabs. Okay, this is the first time we've actually had two different sheets. Okay, we can change the names of these sheets. And the way you want to do that is to right click on one and select rename. So we're going to call the first one online sales. Okay. And the second one we're going to call in-store sales. Okay. We can also change the color as well. So we can go right click on this guy here, go to tab color, and we're going to change this tab color here to blue accent 5, which I believe is right here. And we're going to change this guy to green accent 6, which I believe is the last one right here. Green accent 6. Okay. And let's go back to our online sales. If you put your cursor here on A16 and you go up to the right here, hit the number little function box, and you look at the date, you can see there's a number of different formats, and they all basically read the same way. It just depends on how it displays it. Okay. We're ultimately going to select this function, the top function right here, and we're going to hit OK. All right. Okay, put your cursor on A19 and type, as the book says, 6-7-2016 and hit enter, and you can see how it formulates it. Automatically defaults it. That's the default data type, unless you change it. Okay. Let's go over to here, and we're going to hit Control semicolon to put today's current date in place. All right. And then we want to come up to A19 and type in 6-7-16. Hit enter, and you can see how it changes. Now, let's say if it didn't actually, let's say the format was changed, like so or like so. You could actually use the format painter here to change this, like so. Okay, and that's basically the way dates work. Okay, go ahead and put your cursor up in. We're over on page 396, by the way. Go ahead and put your cursor in A1, and on the far right side, you see it looks like a little eraser, clear. Go and hit clear, and hit clear formats. What that does is it leaves the text, but it brings it down to scratch. Okay. All right. So if we click on A2 and hit clear formats as well, it takes everything away. Or we can also go hit clear all as well. That gets rid of everything. Okay, moving on to page 397. Go ahead and select A4 all the way down to A19. Okay, we're going to select all of this, and then we're going to copy it. You can either come to here and copy. You see how it blinks? And we're going to put it in the same location over on the in-store sales. Here, and we're going to paste it. And that's how you would copy and paste. If you look over here, it's still blinking until you hit the escape button on your mouse. Okay, page 398. Grouping worksheets together. What we're going to do is we're going to group these worksheets together. So when we change this to one worksheet, it changes them all, both of them. So first we just right click on this and hit select all worksheets, all sheets. You can see up here we have group. What that basically means is they're grouped together. Now if I click over the other one, it ungroups them. All right, so make sure you see the word group up here, right click and hit select all sheets. That groups our sheets together. All right, while we have that, let's go ahead and select A over to G, and we're going to change the width to 85 pixels. Which is tough to close enough. 85 pixels. Okay. In A2, we're going to type in, from here, we're going to type in week of May 24. Okay. And then we're going to select here all the way over to G2. And we're going to merge and center, and we're going to give it heading 1 style. Okay. All right. Go ahead and in E4, we're going to type in total row sales. Okay. In F4, rows supply sales. And then in G4, we're going to select total sales. Okay. We're also going to grab this range. Oh, I put in the wrong spot. We're going to grab this range over here, select all of that. We're going to center, middle align, and wrap text. And we're going to give it cell style heading 3. So that's how we did that. Okay. Click on over on your in-store sales. You should see they're both the same. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and let's click back to the online sales. And on the online sales, select put your cursor, select A1, and we're going to type in rows, plants, and rows, supplies, weekly, online sales. Okay, we're going to select A1 over to G1, and we're going to merge it in center. And then we're going to give it cell style of title. Make sure I give it that one. Just general cell styles, title. Okay. And then we'll push it. So let's select F5 all the way down to F11. And we're going to type in the numbers are here. 1926.49, 1526.03, 1853.82. Okay, didn't think you wanted to watch me type all those numbers. Click over to the in-store sales, sales tab, and we're going to type in here. We're going to basically do the same thing we did to the last one. We're going to type in rows, plants, and rows, supplies, in store weekly sales. Okay, and do the same thing we did earlier. I'm going to select A1 over to G1, merge in center, and select title. Okay, and now we're going to go out here and enter in the information that's on step 5 on page 400. And I'll go ahead and pause that so you don't have to watch me type. Okay, so good. You didn't have to watch me type there. All right, so we have our filled out. Let's go back to online sales, and we're going to group them again by right-click and hitting select all sheets. And again, we get the little thing that tells us it's grouped. All right, and we're going to put our cursor right here, and we're going to select autosum and hit enter, and then just use the fill handle to pull all the way down, like so. And again, this is being done on both sheets, so that we know that it's being done. Let me put our cursor. We're going to put a cell here that basically adds these two numbers. So we hit equals E5 plus F5. Hit enter, and then use the fill handle to drag right down like so. And you can see that we have our cells. All right. Let's go back to our here. Let's type the word total. All right. And then we're going to select B5 all the way down to G12. Just one more. Then we're going to hit auto sum. What that basically does is it sums all of it together. Okay, I'll do it again for you. select here, all the way down like so, and select autosum, and it sums all of it together for us. Okay. All right. All right, so we still have the two worksheets select together. Let's go ahead and select A5 down to A12, and we're going to go back to our Home tab and hit Cell Styles, and we're going to select Heading 4. Okay, we're going to select the top row and the bottom row together, and give them the accounting style, and then give the middle comma style, which basically is the accounting style minus the currency symbol. Okay, and then we're going to click over here to ungroup to see how it looks. So you can see all the work we did, and as well as the grouping is now gone. Okay, so I'm sorry, let's go ahead. We did forget one thing. Let's go back over here, right click, select all sheets, select this guy here, and give this one the total, which is basically just gives more formatting. Okay, you can see that how that works. All right, now we want to add another sheet, a summary sheet. So we go over here and click on this sheet to add a new sheet, and we're going to call this sheet summary. Okay, right click and rename and call it summary. All right. And we want to put this sheet in the front, so we grab this guy and drag it to the front so it is the first sheet. Okay, and we want to give it a color, so go to here, and we're going to give it gold accent 4, which is right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab A, column A over to column E, and we're going to change the size to 110 pixels, as close as we can to it. Okay, how close as we can to it. And we're at A2, we're going to type in as of, week of May 24. And we're going to go ahead and grab A2 over to E2. And we're going to merge and center. And we're going to do it heading 1. And A1, we're going to go ahead and type in sales of rose plants, and rose supplies. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to merge and center. Cell style, title. Okay. We're going to leave that says leave row 3 blank. Go to B4. We're going to type in roses supplies. Tab over. We're going to type in rose sales, and we're going to type in rose supply sales, and then total. Over here, we're going to type in online sales, and in-store sales. Okay, we're going to select this text here. We're going to wrap text, middle and center align. Okay. All right. Now, the next part of the lesson here, we're going to be putting in a formula here that essentially gives us, that looks back to here. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is you want to hit equals. All right, equals. This is the row sales for online stores, and just kind of following the book. Equals, and we click back to the online sales worksheets, and we want to hit E12, total row sales, and hit enter. Okay, and you'll see that it gives us the number of 43. This basically gives us this number here. Okay. Click on D5. We'll do it again. Equals. Click on the online, and we're going to hit F12 this time, and we're going to hit enter. Okay, we can do it one more time. Equals online sales and total. And that's how that works. We'll do it again for the in-store sales. Equals here. And we can actually use the fill handle to drag across. All right, and that basically fills it in. And that works out, by the way, because they're in order. But again, as you look at each of these options here, they all refer to the actual cell we have that. All right, in A7, type total. So we're going to total up all these up here. And we want to go ahead here and we're going to total these guys up by hitting the autosum and then just dragging it across like so. All right, and that's how we do that. Now, the next part of the lesson talks about going back to the rows sales. So let's go back to the in-store sales, and let's check that in B8. We're going to change this number to 1410.88 and hit enter. You can see if you click on the summary sales that it changes the summary sales essentially. That's what I was trying to show you. Okay, we're going to grab okay. Let's go to the middle section here, change it to comma style just for look and for effect. And then let's grab this bottom section here and give us the total style. Again, more just for effect. Okay, last part of the lesson here is we're going to talk about using spark lines, column spark line. Last time we used the spark line, the line spark lines. So what you do is put your cursor in this row and go up to the Insert tab and go to Column. Okay, and what the data range is looking for, we're going to select here D5 to C5 to D5 and hit OK. That's the range. And then we're going to use our fill handle and drag right on down. Okay. You can see here we also have the option of changing the color as well. We can do each individual color, or we can do them all individually. In the homework, you'll be doing different lines individually with different colors. But again, this is how you go to here. All right, and you go to accent, the cell style here, accent for style 4. This takes a little bit of work here. Accent style 4. No dark, no light. I'm going to leave this down here. Right there. Okay, it's a little tricky to find those sometimes. Okay. This next part of the lesson talks about moving the sheet, which we already did earlier. We actually moved the sheet earlier. Let's go ahead and select all the sheets here again, because we're going to do some formatting that helps us have all the sheets selected. Let's go to the Page Layout tab, and let's select Margins. Go to Custom Margins, and we're going to hit horizontally on page, as we've done pretty much every lesson. Okay. We're also going to go to Custom Footer, Custom Footer, and we're going to hit File. This will select, inserts the file name here as well. All right. And we're going to hit OK, and we're going to hit OK. If you do a file, print preview, you can see that each of them has the footer there as well. While we're here, let's go to Info, and let's fill the information here. Hit Show All Properties. We're going to go to, on the tags, let's see here, we're going to enter in weekly sales online, information, this one here, in-store rose plants and rose supplies. Of course, as you know, class subject would be CIS 105, company, all this information here as well. Now, the next part of the lesson talks about how to print the entire document. Now, you can come here and hit Print, File, Print, and it'll print all the sheets together. Or you can also go to here and hit Print Entire Workbook. It really doesn't make a huge difference. All right, well, that brings us to the end of our lesson.